Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats, Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Yellow Jackets have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Yellow Jackets ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To the air, it's Gardner. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Guys, you think about where Arkansas State is as a program. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are...
Slips a tackle and he's got room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a hair too much on him from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
I hate to be Captain Obvious, but it's pretty obvious that it's raining. And you just don't know how a quarterback is going to always respond and hand size and how they throw in the rain. An opening drive, a chance to come out and get some momentum, and he makes a critical mistake. And you talk about giving momentum away. Let's see how this offense now comes out and responds the next possession.
Holds it in. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. You get that turnover, and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
They'll give it to Johnson. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Makes the catch. It's Smith. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Yellow Jackets will try to move the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Red Wolves can really attack on this second and short. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
He'll try to do it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do.
There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Yellow Jackets are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 3rd. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of points.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. That's caught. It's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. The quick out. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Working the middle, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, strike through the air for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking for a man. It's Gardner. Pucks it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Quick pass on the jet motion. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on second down. He makes a grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down here, probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4.
Military stun.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Handoff from the gun. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. He's had a day, 103 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. Using his legs, it's Spencer. Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Give to the running back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Red Wolves trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying to surprise him with the pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Fighting off the defender. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Gardner. Using his legs to buy some time. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Let's think for a second about Arkansas State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
And the Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Sweet cut there. He now has 108 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. The Red Wolves are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Scrambling away. Turning it off. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Tuggle. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Wide open on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page. And then...
And now the hip knocks it loose.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw, it's Gardner. Quarterback moving. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
This quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got touchdown, Georgia Tech. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these 2 teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Red Wolves will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Gonna run it. It's Maddox. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quarterback keeps it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that game.
The Yellow Jackets are on the move. The give to the back. There he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And the stomping has commenced.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic. Get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the ground with the back. Gets away from one, finds some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
With jet sweep pass. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
At the 40, there he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Finds his man. It's Stevens. Got enough space. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
To the air, it's Gardner. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking for a physical attack for the gun. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Going to sling it on second down. Got his man in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Keeps it and gets past the chains. They stripped it out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Red Wolves are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Back to throw, it's Gardner. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down. Like, everything going the other direction.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. He'll do it himself on the draw. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. The screen, and watch out. On the move at the 30. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the punishment has been extended. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Back to pass, it's Gardner. Right down the middle. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
And almost another interception for this defense. They've been picking him off like crazy. They've shut down this passing attack, creating so many big plays. This defense is dialed in, locked in, and really creating havoc for this offense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
He'll field the punt. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The handoff to Johnson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Quarterback may change this route. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the timing just a hair off.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now improvising. Got out of trouble and throws. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot. And you can...
Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, that's a bad break for the offense because they're running the ball and just trying to give themselves some wiggle room down near their own end zone. He breaks through, but can't hold on to the football. And the worst thing happens. You now turn it over, giving it to the opponent inside your own red zone.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Makes a move. Running to Green. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. And the Red Wolves line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll run the sneak for it.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
To the edge, it's Spencer. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try the run. And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Running back searching for a hole. Shows him the stiff arm. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that 1st down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. They go to the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. The run to the right. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the...
Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
And they're not on the same page there.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough fun today.
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're punting the football and believing your defense, but analytics all the time now telling you to be aggressive. I'm interested to watch this play. Obviously, if you're aggressive, you might could run this clock out and end the football game and not have to put your defense back on the field.
They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback takes a knee. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.